I'm Christina Aguayo in Dallas, and here are your top stories. The Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, is saying that evidence linking U.S.-funded gain-of-function research, Anthony Fauci, and the virus is about to be made public, which may reveal a scheme that created a problem for the purpose of profiting off the solution. Gabbard described the probe as a targeted investigation into the pandemic's roots. She says she's working to pinpoint the specific link between gain-of-function experiments and the outbreak that has impacted millions of lives worldwide. At the center of the investigation is the role NIAID played in funding the controversial research, approved by Fauci. NIH grants, channeled through organizations like EcoHealth Alliance, supported bat coronavirus studies at the Wuhan lab. The lab failed to report their work and often wasn't in compliance. In fact, NIH admitted in 2021 that the experiments increased the severity of the virus in lab animals. Funding was later suspended for EcoHealth in 2024 because of the concerns. Making matters worse is the NIH's dual involvement in helping create the problem, aka the virus, and then helping find the solution, aka the vaccine. It did this by funding the Wuhan lab's research, then working on Moderna's mRNA vaccine for COVID-19. The partnership paid off for the NIH, which made a significant amount of money off of royalties. In fact, Moderna paid a $400 million catch-up settlement in 2023, followed by ongoing royalties for the licensed technology. Fauci, who is accused of being the architect of the scheme, downplayed the lab leak hypothesis during the pandemic's early days. He also admitted that he knew funding gain-of-function research could lead to criminal charges and damage public trust in federal institutions. As President Donald Trump's flag-burning ban is being criticized by the far left, an old video of Hillary Clinton has resurfaced, showing that she once called for a flag-burning ban herself. Under Trump's executive order, people who burn the flag can now be sentenced to 1 year behind bars. And as many Democrats made fun of Trump, others are reminding people of the bill that Hillary took to the Senate floor back in 2006, titled the Flag Protection Act, that she said would make it a crime to desecrate the American flag. Listen.
So I hope, Mr. President, that we can pass a law that criminalizes flag burning and desecration. I agree that this burning, this desecration that can happen to our flag is something that people have a right to ask this body to try to prohibit and prevent.
Shelagh Marie Hendricks has been formally charged after a video from April went viral showing her using a racial slur about a Somali child of East African descent. It happened at Soldiers Field Memorial Park, where she said the child was rummaging through her bag, then stole something that belonged to her son and ran away. The video picks up with someone peppering Hendricks with questions about calling the child a racial slur. She responded by saying the slur a few times, then said that if that's how the child was going to act, that's what she was going to call him. Prosecutors in Rochester announced the charges, filing 3 misdemeanor counts of disorderly conduct against Hendricks. Under Minnesota law, these types of misdemeanors carry a sentence of up to 90 days in jail and/or a fine of $1,000. If convicted on all counts and sentenced consecutively, Hendricks could face up to 270 days behind bars. Hendricks has defended her actions by emphasizing that she has a right to confront people who steal her stuff. She launched an online fundraising campaign for her defense after the video, which earned $800,000 from supporters. The case has proceeded deliberately, with police completing their investigation and forwarding it to the city attorney's office. Hendricks is set for a court appearance via Zoom on October 29th, where she will enter a plea. Meanwhile, Ilhan Omar, who serves as a rep in Minnesota's 5th Congressional District, is herself a Somali Muslim. In addition, the city council in Rochester is made up of mainly progressives who advocate for inclusiveness, as well as Mayor Kim Norton, who is with the Democratic Farmer Labor Party. That's what you need to know. In Dallas, Christina Aguayo.